Well, I definitely didn't think we was going to be getting back into this case so soon, but we're going to be talking about the DELPHI murders, as it looks like the 43, 46 second, I can't remember exactly how many seconds, the full bridge guy video has been released. And I still stand by my previous statements. This does not look like Richard Allen at all. To me, it just does not look like Richard Allen. I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. Let's get on into it. Let's do it. Now, I want to start everything out by saying, look, man, Richard Allen confessed to this. My position is that more than likely Richard Allen committed this crime. I understand a lot of the snack cakers are like, nah, man, he was forced into that confession or blah, 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 blah. Whatever, man. I ain't got time for that shit. However, I do gotta say that I've always believed that the bridge guy was potentially Ron Logan. And so when Richard Allen confessed, I said, hold the fuck up. Why would he confess to this? But then I started hearing all your theories, just like with your Idaho 4 theories, it's the white supremacists, it's the white supremacists. And the minute someone says that, I just typically block them. Because I will not play party to the bashing of white supremacists. I won't do it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Any of my channels, regardless of platform, regardless of method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. Guys, truth is I couldn't do this each and every day as often as I do for the last 19 years on all these different channels if it wasn't for you, the Gun Squad. I love you guys. You guys are what keeps this going every day and keeps me uncensored to where I don't have to give a fuck about ads or ad revenue or any of that. Thank you guys. If you too find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Join the Gun Squad. Support the channel. All right. And by the way, I got asked yesterday, hey, where can we find your political stuff and your news? Let me just jump in here. Let's do this. Let's go to the channel because I just want to show you guys so you guys know. If you scroll down to any of my channels, all the way down at the bottom, if you take a look, you'll see links to those channels. Don't click all my links in my description box. I got to edit that shit because the URLs are broken on some of them. But yeah, if you just go scroll down, you'll see my gun show. That's where I go live. JB Gunner TV, where I drop news videos, gaming, wrestling, crime time. You know the deal. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that. So I know some of you guys already know it, but some do not. All right, let me get this chat box off here. Let's go ahead and get into the DELPHI murders. I want to start off by saying this. I still think they got the right guy because of his confessions. However, I do find it strange that he doesn't look like the bridge guy at all to me. And I do find it strange that the judge in this case ruled out any possible other theories were being presented. I think there was a lot of shit that the feds learned. I think even the white supremacist thing should have been allowed into court. Even though I don't agree with it, I don't believe it, I think it should be allowed into court. I think all possibilities should be allowed into court, just like with the Idaho 4s. The fact that there was a break-in and dude with a knife and a mask that somewhere else in Pullman, Washington, or wherever the fuck it was, I think that should be allowed into court. I think that the defense should be able to use anything, such as the inmate that said Ron Logan confessed in jail. I think that should be allowed in. I think all of these situations should be allowed in. I find it really fucked up that the only things that typically don't get allowed in is things that help the suspect, so to speak. The defendant. I don't like that at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this because, man, I didn't think we was ever going to get this shit right. Basically, full bridge guy video releases on Richard Allen Innocent's website, which I've never taken a look at. I might have to. A full 43-second video taken by Libby German just before she and her friend Abby Williams were murdered was released online. The video can be seen above. We will go and check this shit out. It's not actually here, but we will find it. The video, which captures the suspect who came to be known as the bridge guy, was taken out of German's cell phone while she and Williams walked Delphi's Monon High Bridge in February 2017. The two young girls were murdered after the video was taken. In the video, we see Williams walking along the bridge with a man walking closely behind her. At this point, Williams can be heard saying something to German referencing the man walking behind her. So, I wonder if she was walking down all the way down to that bridge and they had some sort of contact prior to... I wonder if that is when he told her to turn around, keep walking. Because she looked extremely scared in this video. She then appears to hurry off of the bridge and walks in front of German, who is pointing her phone towards the ground. Both girls appear to be sniffling, but that could be due to the cold weather. Prosecutors and police investigators alleged last year that the girls can be heard in the video referencing a gun the man may have been carrying. I didn't hear this in this video, but we'll take a look. Multiple Fox 59 and CBS staffers have reviewed the video and heard potential references to the gun made by the girls at around 17 seconds, so we will listen for that. However, the audio is not definitive. At another point in the video, it appears that Williams says something to the effect of, "Don't leave me," as the man gets closer to them. I did hear that. The video capture, so that tells me there must have been some sort of confrontation or some sort of thing further down the bridge. The video captures German's voice as she discusses a potential route to walk off the unusual bridge path. Then a man's voice can be heard saying, "Guys, down the hill." German can be heard saying hi after a man says guys. But before he says down the hill, it sounded as if the man said hey. So he said hey. And then German says hi down the hill. But it's not definitive. Previously, an audio clip of the man's voice was released by police as they searched for the suspects. A still photo of the man was also released. Now, I want you guys to understand. I'm gonna find this video real quick. Here it is. Yeah. I'm gonna show you guys this shit. The video was released this week on a website called Justice for Rick Allen by supporters who have aligned themselves with Allen's defense team. Now, I want to say this, okay? I think some questions have been answered, and we're going to talk about that throughout this video. A lot of people during the trial said, how come we don't see Rick Allen's, or whoever the bridge guy is, we don't see his lips move when he says guys down hills? Because in the initial video you're about to watch, in the original video, it wasn't pointing at Rick Allen at that time. It was pointing at the ground. So I want you to keep that in mind as we watch this. So I'm going to pull this up. Let's go ahead and do it like this. Oh, hold on. In fact, let me turn the volume. Let me make sure the volume is as high as I can get it. So let me boost the volume real quick. There we go. Hopefully it'll play a decent sound. This is wild, right? It sounds to me like she said, is he behind me? Is he still behind me? Listen.
See, this is the...
I wonder what she said right there. Let's go back. Let's go back right here. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
See, this is the path.
Look how quick she went. Something happened on that bridge. Something happened on that bridge before she got to Abby.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. Hi.
As soon as he says guys, she says hi. Down the hill. So that is what that's what we have. Hold on, let's go back and see it again. I'll let it play one more time on its own. Without me giving commentary.
See, this is the path that we go down.
They should have kept running.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
They're so scared. I didn't hear anything about a gun at all. Now they said it came in 17 seconds, so let's scroll to that.
Path.
They said here's 17 seconds. Let's scroll back a little bit. I'm gonna turn this up as absolute far as I can get it. Let's see. Okay, now it does look like that's when she speeds up. That means she must have already saw the gun. Let's pay attention again. I don't know if that's what she said or not.
Path.
I didn't hear it. I did not hear the gun talk.
Path.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the gun talk at all. I did not hear any of the so-called gun talk. You know what I mean? Let me know if you guys heard it. I didn't hear it at all. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Major new details in the Delphi murders case. We're breaking down some newly released video showing the full.
Let's see what the news got to say. Fox 59.
Where it's now coming from, and also what happens next with it.
Plus, Logansport city leaders putting an officer now on paid leave. We're going to bring you all of those stories here tonight, but we begin with that breaking news in the Delphi murders case as we get that new footage. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Dan Spieler.
And I'm Birshel Edney. So again, this is coming the day after attorneys for Richard Allen filed a brand new appeal. Fox 59 Scarlett O'Hara has taken a look at this video, so she's
damn, they leaked the video.
In a 43-second cell phone video taken from Libby German's phone, you see both Abby Williams and Libby walking on the Monon High Bridge in Delphi in February.
Man, those little girls seem so scared, man. It makes you feel it, doesn't it? At that very moment, like you, especially German, Libby. She like you can see the urgency in her steps. You can see it, the fear in her voice. She saw something that we're yet to even know. That means down that bridge, when she first bumped into Bridge Guy, she must have saw something.
2017. We're about to play that video in its entirety, a first for anyone who was not in the courtroom for the trial of suspected killer Richard Allen. A warning, this may be difficult for some to watch.
See, this is the path that we go down.
She might have said that gun thing.
Go in there, so we have to go down here.
I don't know.
Hi.
We've seen clips of this video before. Police released it.
And I don't know if she said hi. I think when she said, he said, it sounded to me like when he said guys, she was like, huh, not hi. That's what it sounded like to me.
Images of Bridge Guy and his voice saying down the hill. All images that have previously been released to the public have been taken from this video. In the first few seconds, you can see Abby walking behind Libby and Bridge Guy following close behind. You also hear Libby talking to Abby.
See, this is the path that we go down.
A few seconds later, she says this.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
Then 11 seconds later, you hear Bridge Guy say,
Huh?
The video ends 2 seconds later. The lead investigator did testify in the trial that he watched this video hundreds of times and believed one of the girls mentioned a gun, though his comment was stricken from the court record. This all comes
Yeah,
a
it
day
should have been,
after
'cause
attorneys
nobody knows for
representing
sure.
Richard Allen filed a brand new appeal. I've reached out to those attorneys and his defense team, and am waiting to hear back. In the newsroom, Scarlett O'Hara, Fox 59.
I don't think it, I don't think it definitively says he has a gun. I don't think that should have been allowed in court because unless you hear, you don't hear it, and that's the bottom line. You can say, well, it sounded like she might have said that, but you simply don't hear it, and that's what it all boils down to. And I think because of that, this could come back on appeal. And I'm saying this for this reason and this reason only. That, well, no, because the jury didn't get to hear it about the gun situation. But I was saying, the whole reason the whole Richard Allen bullets thing ties to him is because they believe that she said he has a gun, right? Ain't that the whole reason behind this? Because other than the bullet that just happened to be at that scene, what evidence really was there against Richard Allen until he confessed? Once he confessed, you guys know my position. If a motherfucker says I killed these girls, I'm going to tend to believe it. Because your average person doesn't confess to murdering 2 children unless they did it. Because the minute you confess to murdering 2 children, you know your life is over. Whether it's death penalty, whether it's life in prison, you know the minute you say the words, yes, I murdered 2 children, your life is over. And to me, the average motherfucker, especially with a family, isn't going to do that unless he did it. So my position is still, I think they got the right guy, but I also feel like the appeal needs done because I think there were some things wrong. I think maybe even a change of venue is needed. I definitely think they got some shit wrong. But the problem is I don't think Richard Allen could ever get a fair appeal because the whole world has now been told that Richard Allen's guilty, that Richard Allen is the bridge guy. So much so, I believe it. You know what I mean? His own confessions make me believe it. I want to hear the confession tapes. Don't you? Let me know what you guys think. It's interesting to see this video, but it's also heartbreaking because you can feel the urgency in Libby German. You can feel the fucking... And this is just seconds, minutes before their demise, man. I don't understand how any human being can do anything like this. Such a fucking horrendous crime. Much more horrendous than Idaho 4. Idaho 4 are all adults. This shit is a tearjerker. This shit will fuck you up. You know what I mean? Guys, let me know what you think about this video. Are you surprised they leaked it? I am. I didn't expect to see this. If you guys like what I do here and you find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.